Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I deleted the chat earlier, but I want to address a comment that I got on a live that I got. I'm gonna turn down my sound over here on my phone because we are going to be using my phone as well. I'm going to go in live on my. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my question was, are you prepared? That was about the short that I made before winter storm, bad winter storm. We got 6 inches of snow on the ground. I just wanted to know, were we prepared? And I would just, I thought about doing a video for it, which I did call my friend Miss Gail at Gail Southern Living and Broken Hearts Ministry and Gail's Health Journey, and asked her about it. I'm going to turn myself around because it's freaking me out over here. I just want to know, are you prepared? And somebody commented that they couldn't get prepared because of finances wouldn't allow them to do that. Well, I understand. I've been there. I did not make this channel to show the prepping side of me. That I'm trying to keep that all over there on my other channel, Blackberry Rock Homestead, which that isn't to promote that channel. This is not what this video's about. Our grandmas didn't rely on the store. Way back when, they did not rely on the store to go get their groceries. They grew gardens. They grew big old gardens. The only thing they basically bought at the store was things that they could not grow. If they couldn't get it or grow it, they did without. That's why you've seen a lot of farms that had cows. They had cows for meat and milk. They had chickens for eggs. Good afternoon, always. Gardening and prepping. Um, they had all that stuff, and that's what they relied on. They didn't rely on the grocery store. And I've been there. I have, and still am there. I mean, I grew up poor. My mama canned. Did she can in your ball jars or your cur jars? Nope. She canned in, back then, our mayonnaise jars and our pickle jar. Well, the pickle jars still come in glass. But she would gather these, wash these labels off, and she would water bath can in these jars. And I still do that. Do I recommend it? No, not really, but in a pinch, if I don't have jars and I'm water bathing, I do use these jars. Except unless they have a chip on them. But I've been there where where you're at on not having funds to go get the stuff. And it just blows my mind that people are not prepared for winter storms coming. I mean, yeah, there's some things that you can't prepare for. I understand that. But that is why we put things away. If we see a sale, we go and grab at least an extra can here or there of corn, or anything that we eat. Soups, which I would not recommend Campbell's soup right now, because I am on a kick of keeping bioengineer things away from my family. Not to say that I'm not still eating them. I am, and I know it's not good for me. I know, but I'm just thought we'd start addressing a few of these items about that. I agree. I agree totally with you. Um, because our grandmas and grandmas, they knew how. I mean, Grandpa went out and hunted. He hunted rabbit. He hunted possum. Yes, possum, raccoon, deer, squirrel, all of it. I grew up eating all of that. Except for the possum. My dad always said that possums were really, really greasy. I've never had possum. I've had coon. I've had deer. We eat deer every year. I mean, hubby goes and hunts for the deer to provide for the family, and it has stretched our food budget, because yeah, we do pay. The last few years we've done processing. Wow. I pray for all those people that are without power. Bless your heart. But you need to have an alternative heat source. If you're just doing electric, you need to have some form of an alternative heat source, even if it's the little tea lights and heating it up that way, or the buddy heaters. Them are an also good investment. Um, but I was going to do a video, and then I figured, well, the video would be too long for me to upload and all that. So I decided to go ahead and do a live. I may do another live on Blackberry Rock. I'm not 100%. But it just irks me that people aren't prepared. When hubby was finally able to go back to work because of the snow, I'm thankful we got snow. I hate that you got ice. Um, I hate that our neighbors got ice and are without power. I hate that. But, when he finally he said all the meat was wiped out. I've seen photos on Facebook um, of Darren Branson that where all the meat. There was no meat at all. All the dog food was gone. Hubby's like the bread, the cereal aisle was gone. Yes, I agree. Um, and I do recommend a buddy heater. But you need those products. You need to prepare for that. So I decided I'm going to bring back each month's deals, things that you could grab extra. Yep, yep. You have spam that you rely on. You have beanie weenies. You have, these, like you said, crap food, because you got to eat. You got to eat. You have to have backups for your backups. Um, but it's just crazy how everything is. We have forgotten the old ways. The old ways. What our grandmas and grandpa, even my mama, um, what she did back in the day. I mean, she canned. She canned in these jars like this. You know, she didn't pressure can, which I'm still learning on that. Yep, yep, yep. Um, yep. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you totally. Totally. So I don't know. It just irked me, and it bothered me that comment. I mean, how can you not prepare and be, even if you're on a tight budget, you could buy an extra can of corn. You're buying that can of soup, buy an extra can. Um, you can make a room, even if it's you put the food in a tote. I mean, it was hard. to start doing that stuff, it was hard. It was hard to do that stuff. It was hard. When we was raising our girls, it was really hard. I mean, our girls played basketball, they cheerleaded, they did all that stuff, but we made it work. We tightened our belts, and we just ate homegrown food. Am I a good gardener? I don't consider myself a good gardener at all. I do try. Um, my goal this year is to be a better gardener, especially tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Tomatoes can be such a wide variety of products you can make. Um, but I thought I'd bring back all the different seasonal things that you could buy that's on sale. If you see a good sale on meat, try to grab extra. If you go to Walmart, which, yeah, a lot of people shop at Walmart, I'm one of those. If you see a sale on meat, grab an extra one if you can. You know, excuse me. But, a lot of times I will go buy, we don't like buying our meat in Walmart. We go and buy at another store that you get 5 for $30. Well, 5 for $25. It used to be um now it's 5 for $30, I do believe, and the meat has gotten less except for the sausage. Go buy in bulk if you can. Just there's ways you can start canning. You could start preserving. You could, you know, get jars. Like I said, I don't recommend doing it, but if I need to, I will can in these jars, water bath, as long as there ain't no chips on them. But I just don't understand how you cannot be prepared for anything. I just don't understand that. I get the financial stuff. I get it because I'm there. Been there for a long time. Um, so there are programs out there. There are food stamps. There is food banks that you can get that food, and instead of letting it go to waste, chop it up and put it in the freezer. You get extra celery, you could chop it up, put it in the freezer. You can chop it up and dehydrate it. You don't need one of those fancy dehydrators. You don't. Those things come on sale every once in a great while. Um, or save up your money, put money aside to buy those things. That's what we had to do. What we had to do in order for me to get a pressure canner. And a water bath. I would like to have one more water bath canner and another pressure canner. Maybe this summer, maybe. I don't know, but there's a lot of expenses going out this year. Yes, I agree. We've had freezers, and our freezers are need to be replaced. Um, and the ice storm, we've had an ice storm a few years ago that we was without power 3 days. 3 days. So we didn't open those freezer doors. The freezers were in better shape than they are now. My plan is to replace one of those. Well, actually, I like to replace both of them. So I am going to let you know what the seasonal produce is and some deals that you could grab, and hopefully in February if you get a chance. Let me get my papers here. Okay. Oh. So these are the things that the seasonal produce that you could grab. Artichokes, asparagus, love asparagus. You could pickle asparagus, broccoli, which I don't think you could preserve broccoli very well. Carrots you could definitely preserve. You could do pickled carrots. You could do maple glazed carrots. You could just can carrots, just plain carrots. Cauliflower, celery. We've already talked about celery. Swiss chard, which I don't see Swiss chard in my stores. Um, Collards, grapefruit. Now on the grapefruit, if you're on certain blood pressure medicines, you cannot take that. I am on one of those, so I cannot take that. Kale, um, your Swiss chard, collards, and kale, they can be canned. Well, thank you for adding that. Broccoli dehydrates beautifully. That is wonderful to know. I did not know that. So thank you. Your oranges, you can oranges, even though I've not never done it, but it can be done. You can dehydrate oranges, you can juice oranges, and you can even can oranges. Parsnips. Now I don't normally see parsnips in our store. I'm not familiar with parsnips. Pears, potatoes, and turnips. And I know you could can pears, and I know you could can potatoes, and I'm assuming you could can turnips as well. So those are your seasonal produce. Your canned foods, should be on sale this in the month of February. Your hot breakfast foods like your oatmeal, your frozen waffles, your syrup. You can make your homemade syrup. There are recipes out there. Good morning, Jennifer Ocean. You can make waffles, homemade waffles, and then you can make them, grill them and put them in the waffle iron. Then you could can them like your store bought. That done. I'm not personally done it. I would love to do that. That is one of my goals for this year, is doing that. According to my paper that I wrote down last year, or was it a year before, whenever I started this channel. Chinese New Year's, your Chinese food should be on sale. Watch out for some of it though. Your cough medicines, your cough syrup, which those can be made as well. You don't have to rely on the store for that. Our grandmas didn't rely on the store for a lot of that. And of course, chocolate will be on sale for Valentine's Day. Your sports equipment, your cold weather, your clothes, because those will probably be starting to be on clearance in February, and you could grab you some extra gloves. You could grab you an extra coat if your coat's ready to be sent off to the dump or wherever you want to get rid of your coat. Your football team apparel, which we are not watching the Super Bowl this year. We just decided not to do that. That used to be our annual thing, is watching the Super Bowl. We're not doing that this year. Yes, I've heard there is a big chocolate recall as well, so be careful with that out there, y'all. Because there is a lot of things that are being recalled. You have no idea. I may try to start bringing that stuff to you as well, if everybody would like that. Because I know there are a lot more products being recalled because of certain things that are in the item or whatever. Your President's Day sale, that means your bedding and your furniture. If you need a new bedroom furniture or new blankets or whatever, that you can buy during the month of February. Like I said, I have a whole list. And so, all those things can be bought in the month of February. but also be aware that there is a lot of recalls going on, um, because of metal products, because of milk stuff in it that didn't say it was on the label, and all that stuff. So February, I got a whole list of things that for the month of February. February is barley month, so you may be able to find barley on sale. National Avocado and Banana Month, you may find those on sale. And avocados are good for you. Bananas are too. Vegan Cuisine Month. No, we're not vegetarians here, but just thought I'd throw that out there. Potato Lovers Month. So obviously potatoes probably will be on sale this month. I mean for February. National Sweet Potato Month. I would say sweet potatoes will probably be on sale somewhere, maybe. National Snack Food Month. We all love to snack, me included. Not to say that stuff is any good, but National Macadamia Nut Month. Yum. National Hot Breakfast Month. National Grapefruit Month. Again, if you are on certain blood pressure medicines, be sure to check and see if you can have grapefruit. National Fondue Month. Who knew that that was still a thing? I know it was big in the 70s, but who knew it was still a thing? Never made it. National Cherry Month. So you may find some cherries on sale. Whether they're made from America, that's no another story. National Bake for Family Fun Month. I love to bake. So maybe some good bacon items would be on sale. Great American Pie Month. There is a local person. It's on a Facebook group, and she put out a local pie cookbook. I've not got my hands on it yet, just so you know, there are a lot of great pies out there. Fabulous Florida Strawberry Month. Does Florida still grow strawberries? That is a question. Which I'm sure they do, but I am making broccoli cheese bread today, which bread is not. But I've started doing the Saturday having a bread, and I noticed the broccoli isn't from here. It is from Mexico. Do we really trust things from Mexico? I don't know. Exotic Vegetable and Star Fruit Month. I never ate strawberries. Star fruit. Okay. Didn't know Louisiana had strawberries. Awesome. And it is Celebration of Chocolate Month, which we already knew that one for February. And Berry Fresh Month. So that is all the months for February, national month deal. So if y'all want to, I do have a list on where it breaks down what each day is for the month of February. Let's go ahead and do that just for fun. So the February the 1st is National Baked Alaska Day. I have never made baked Alaska. I have never eaten baked Alaska. It's also solo diners eat out week. I'd rather eat at home. Shaped Up with Pickles Day. National Dark Chocolate Day. Decorating with Candy Day. I would not recommend eating a whole lot of candy either. Okay. February the 2nd. Oh, I bet it looks delicious. It does. It does look so delicious. February the 2nd is National Heavenly Hash Day. Didn't know that was such a thing, did you? National Bubblegum Day. I used to chew a lot of bubblegum in my early 20s. I did. National Tater Tot Day. There needs to be a tater tot, a way you can make tater tot, your homemade tater tots, and be able to freeze them. There has to be. Um, Crepe Day and California Kiwi Day. I love kiwis. Um, February the 3rd is Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. I've done that. I have. I have ate ice cream for breakfast day. I did when my daughter got her Make-A-Wish trip. We did go to Give Kids a World, and me and my oldest daughter did eat ice cream for breakfast day. And there is a fundraiser that you could get part of for Give Kids World and Make-A-Wish. I am going to have to check into that always. But there is a fundraiser, so to speak, for Give Kids World and Make-A-Wish for Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. I don't know the particulars on that, but you could Google it, and I'm sure Mr. Google will be able to tell you. National Carrot Cake Day. I love carrot cake. My husband really, really loves carrot cake. Carrot cake. February the 4th is Medulo Date Day. I can't read my own writing. British Yorkshire Pudding Day. That's something I've never made either. It looks very good. National Stuffed Mushroom Day. Another thing I've never made. National Homemade Soup Day. Now, I have definitely for sure made homemade soup. And I'm sure a lot of people out there have. Pork Rind Appreciation Day. Now, I've seen where you use pork rinds and you crumble them all up and you use that as breading. I've seen that. So, which I've not done it yet. I would love to try. But I'm stuck here at home right now. So, February the 5th is National Chocolate Fondue. Again, I've never made fondue. I wasn't in that. I did grow up in the 70s, but not big. Excuse me, not big in the 70s. And World Nutella Day. Now, I love Nutella. Kind of expensive. Okay, that was February the 5th. February the 6th. February the 6th is National Frozen Yogurt Day, and you can make your own frozen yogurt. I've done that. I didn't like it, but my plan is to do it again. February the 7th is National Fettuccine Alfredo. Oh, I love fettuccine Alfredo. February the 8th is Fat Tuesday, which is basically the Thursday before Ash Wednesday. This calendar may not be correct. On the Thursday before Ash Wednesday day. It was when I wrote it down. February the 9th is National Pizza Day and Pizza Pie Day, which is, let me go back here. Hold on a second. The Great American Pizza Bake Week is the second week in February. So I'm going to add those days to this too. And Oatmeal Monday is the second Monday in February. Okay. The 10th is National Cream Cheese Day and World Pulses Day. I don't understand what that one is, but I wrote it down. The 11th is National Latte Day. I love me a good latte. But you can make it at home. You can. National Peppermint Patty Day, which I've made peppermint patties. They were delicious. Um, okay, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I kind of boo booed on that. When I wrote this down, the calendar kind of off a little bit. So, thank you. The 11th is also Super Chicken Wing Day, and of course, Great American Pizza Bake. The 12th is National Plum Pudding Day. The 13th is National Cheddar and National Tortellini Day. 14th is National Cream Filled Chocolate Days. Yum. Um, the 15th, National Gumdrop, and also National I Want Butterscotch. I'm not a big butterscotch. Okay, so, and then the first Friday of Lent is Friday Fish Fry, and I don't know if that correlates with the 16th or not. I apologize for that. And it's also National Almond Day, National Tartar Sauce Day. Okay, so, and then your fourth Thursday is National Chili Day. Okay, so the 17th is Natural Cabbage and National Cafe Latte. I can't pronounce that right. Excuse me. The 18th is National Crab Stuffed Flounder and National Drink Wine Day. Who knew there was a National Drink Wine Day? Which wine is healthy for you, by the way. Even though I don't drink it, it is healthy for you. I do cook with it. The 19th is National Chocolate Mint. The 20th, National Cherry Pie and National Muffin Day. Ooh, I love muffins. 21st is National Grain Free and National Sticky Bun. I do like sticky buns, and I've never made anything grain free, but I love to do that. At least that is on my to-do list. Again, I told you about the fourth Thursday is National Chili Day. It's National, on the 22nd is National Cook a Sweet Potato Day and National Margarita Day. 23rd is National Banana Bread and National Tootsie Roll Day. I ate a lot of Tootsie Rolls when I was a kid. I did. I'm not a big fan of them now, but that is when you're going to the parades. That is usually a lot of the candy that they throw out is Tootsie Rolls. The 24th is I Hate Coriander Day. I have cooked with coriander. I do like coriander. And it's also National Tortilla Chip Day. We love tortilla chips here. Looks like we got mail. Excuse me. The 25th is Let's All Eat Right. We need to be doing that anyway. We don't need a particular day for that. And it's also National Chocolate Covered Nut Day. Is the 25th of February. The 26th is National Pistachio Day. And the 27th is National Strawberry Day, the big breakfast. So you got to have a big breakfast, I guess, on that day. And National Kahlua Day. Oh, I agree. I agree. And I'm sure we can make our own, but, sometimes it's hard to do. The 28th is Global Scouse Day and National Chocolate Souffle and National Pancake Day, which there are multiple pancake days to celebrate throughout the year. So, on another note, I forgot to add that it's also February is American Heart Month. So, you will see a lot of red, which because of Valentine's Day, you do that as well. But we need to take care of our heart and exercise as much as we can. And it's also Black History Month, and there are a lot of things that our Black History people, I'm trying to be politically correct here. Well, it's Black History Month. This is the month that a lot of people learn about our history through the Black people. Um, or however you want to say it. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I'm just reading off the paper, and February is Black History Month. Um, okay. And it's also the month of February, besides American Heart Month, it is also National Cancer Prevention Month. So, and I know there are a lot of, and I agree we need to prevent cancer. Okay. Okay, always. Me and hubby, we don't usually for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I do get a box of chocolates. I agree with you 100%. 100%, but I'm just sharing with you what month February is. Um, I know a lot of whites contributed to, a lot of Mexican people have contributed to our country as well. So we need to celebrate everybody's accomplishments. I agree with that. Um, I know our little rural schools that my girls went to, they didn't really focus a lot on Black History Month. The school I went to when I was in high school and junior high, they did focus on it. We had to do a book report and reports, and I remember doing those. Um, but those are just a few things for February, and I wanted to go on and do a live to address the comment I got about being prepared. And I feel we all need to be very, 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 very much prepared as much as we can. And I get it, budget constraints and all that, because I've been there, still am there. But I wanted to get that out there because of that. That is why I did this live. Um, Besides, I thought I'd start bringing back the things that are on sale in February, the days, and all that. I'm going to try to do better and do lives more if I can for each month, at least once a month on this channel. And probably I won't do March until um, what things are on sale in March until the end of February, if at all possible. I'm going to try to do that, but those are some of the things that are, and I'm sorry I got a little bit of the things confused. I was just going by what the dates that I had written down on that. So I'm glad it's been a really good live. I appreciate that very, very much. Like I said, I'm going to try to get better at doing lives on both my channels. Actually, I got 3 channels. One I'm not really focusing on, but I'm focusing on Luann's Kitchen and Blackberry Rock Homestead, which is more homestead, and I am focusing on preserving, and I may do that on this channel as well. Um, yes, I already knew that one, but the dates I had was wrong, and I apologize for that. Um, Oh, there is oh, never mind. I'm looking at March. Sorry about that. Um, but I thought I'd share with that that information as well, and kind of address the prepping um, deal, being prepared for winter storms, because you never know. You need to be a little bit prepared just in case your significant other were to lose a job or got laid off. There are a number of factories in this area that do layoffs. And my family's extended families, aunts, uncles, have worked at those factories, and they were always prepared. They always lived on a farm. And I do have uncles that milk, uncles and aunts that milked. I don't think I have any aunts and uncles that milk now. um, I know they're getting up in years and they don't do that anymore, but they do. I don't think they even can anymore, or if they did can, I don't know. But I know my mama canned a lot in the regular jars. Like I said, I don't recommend it, but push comes to shove, I will can water bath can in these. I've never pressure canned in them. And you can always find your canning jars at garage sales, yard sales, thrift stores, all that. Sounds like my bread is done. Um, but and you throughout the year, I do buy my flats and my rings. I'm no longer going to be putting rings on the jars, even though I grew up doing that. I am periodically going to start catching back up on my flats, because you got regular size lids. This is a regular size lid. That is what your old mayonnaise jars were, old mustard jars. Oh, okay. Well, I know my mama used these. My grandma used these. I know one grandma did pressure can until it blew up on her, and then she didn't pressure can no more. My aunt Sandy, she pressure canned, and she said the green beans are tremendous doing it that way. So I'm going to try it this year. At least that is the plan, is to grow green beans and can them and see if I like them better pressure can than I do water bath. That is one of my goals this year, to can more and to grow a bigger, better garden, and to learn to grow things better. Man, I'm not no expert. I don't want, I mean, I want to be an expert, but yet I want to keep learning stuff. So that is basically what this live is for, to prepare and talk about being prepared. And the little February stuff was just a plus for this. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to do lives more on this channel. Gonna try. I do have a lot of appointments coming up next month, at least three, depending on weather. Because you know you got to work around weather on those activities like that, doctor appointments and stuff like that. So I would like to, with all my other lives I've done, I like to end in prayer. If you don't mind, bow your heads, unless you're doing something where you cannot, like driving or using heavy equipment or anything of that nature. I don't want you hurting yourself. I do not want anybody. I want you all to stay safe out there. Lord, dear Lord, bless all those people that came in today, and bless those people that will watch this at a later date, and keep everyone in this community and all the communities around in our country safe. And Lord, help the person that commented on my short of Are You Prepared? Hopefully they will see this, and hopefully they will understand what I was trying to get across. And Lord, please let the power come back on at Old Ways, Gardening and Prepping, because, we all need power. Not to say that, she's not prepared for that power outage, but, we love our electricity. We do. And Lord, please keep everyone's pipes from freezing. please let not any of that. I know we still got a little bit more time left of winter, at least here where I am and where um, Old Ways is and all the other people on YouTube. They are in the eyes of the storm, and mercy on give us mercy and grace through all our this summer, this winter, this all of this year. And please lift all those people up that are being persecuted around our world. Please lift those people up that are Christians that are being killed and murdered. I want that to stop. I do. I want it to stop, Lord, but I understand things must be in place in order for things to happen, for you to come back. I understand that, Lord. I do. And bless those all that are in the medical field. May they have patience, and may they have grace and give their patients grace and help them go along their day to day. And give all the doctors and nurses knowledge and patience and forgiveness of all their patients and all that. And Lord, you know what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Lord, for all your many blessings that you have given me and all the other people out there. And may you continue to bless each and every one of us daily. And let us be thankful for all the blessings that we receive. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So that is end of this live. So I will see you when I see you in the next live. And everyone have a very blessed day. And thank you for all the many blessings. And thank you for letting me be a content creator. Thank you for letting me have this kind of platform to kind of spread his good news, because without him we are nothing. So see you later, and God bless.